Hey there friends, welcome to Fix This House. Today's video is not a DIY or a how-to video. I want to share with you our nightmare experience when we hired a general contractor to renovate our master bathroom and walk-in closet, and all the wrong things that happened and the wrong things that they installed and how they installed it. So make sure you stay tuned throughout this whole video. I'm going to explain the breakdown and what to look out for so this doesn't happen to you. So stay tuned. Hi there friends, welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. But today's episode is not going to be any of those things. It's going to be an update and informational video of what happened here in our bathroom renovation that we hired someone to do, the things that went wrong, and what to avoid when you go through this route. This video is going to be the introduction of many videos to come that I'll be showing you what to fix around your bathroom. Be pinpointing out everything that is wrong and what we're going to fix. So those are going to be the videos that I'll be making for this upcoming week, okay friends, because this has to get done. A backstory of what happened, and if you've already been following our channel for many years already, you know that we already bought a piece of property and we are building a brand new home on that property. So at the same time, we don't have much time to do this renovation, so we hired somebody to do this while we go take care of the new property that and the new house that we're trying to build. So if you're interested on those videos and update on our future home, brand new home that we're trying to build, our dream home, check out these videos right here. It'll get you on track and keep you up to date on what's going on with that project. So also I want to let you know, everybody who's been messaging me on how was that project going, please stay tuned. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that's happening that I want to tell you, but there's things that I can't as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and I'll give you an update on what's going on with that build, I promise, okay? So make sure you stay tuned for those episodes. So going back to this bathroom, so we hired somebody, everything was going all okay. We signed the contract that I'm gonna provide the material, they're gonna do the labor, I pay half, and the rest will be paid off once everything is complete. So first week started, everything was going great. They did the demolition, they installed the wiring, the plumbing, the draining, and all that stuff. But suddenly things started to slow down, and this is when all the excuses started to come in play. So I get text messages like, hey, I can't make it today, my car broke down, my car got stolen, things are happening. It's just excuses after another. So these are the things that you want to look out for when you hire a contractor to do your job. Make sure that you hire somebody that is reputable and that you can trust and that has done work before, great reviews. Had a family member who got their bathroom or their house renovated as well, and at the same time they're getting the same excuses like we're having as well. So it looks like it's a trend thing that's happening. And my assumption is that the contractor probably had other jobs that they were doing and they're just making up excuses to delay the work that they are doing right at the moment. This work started about 3 months ago, and now we're in month 4 and it's still not complete. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of rework because they left a lot of things pretty bad and the workmanship was pretty shot. It's not great. I mean, it's okay, but there are some things where I'll be showing you in a bit, these little tiny flaws, these little things that just adds up and is just done wrong. So the contractor said that they would have this job complete in 2 weeks, and 2.5 months later, it's still not done. So talk with the contractor and say, what's going on? So I just found out that this contractor subcontracted the jobs on different areas so that they could be done, but the subcontractor wasn't doing much and he was the one making up all the excuses. So I gave him an ultimatum: either you get this job done in 2 weeks, or I'm gonna take all the tools that you have here, take them out, and I'm gonna lock the house and you're not gonna be able to come in, and I'm not gonna pay you the full amount that we signed on to. Make sure you review your contracts, read everything, the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, everything is in clear. That was my mistake. I kind of just brushed off all those things. I put too much trust on the contractor that kind of just let off. So that's my mistake, and I fully take responsibility on that, and I don't want that happening to you. So that's my fault on my part. Let me show you all the mistakes that I'm going to be redoing. I'm going to make videos on so that I can show you how to fix them and how to do all this. And you're probably saying, why weren't you there to do the oversight? So I was doing some oversight, but then again, everything was going too fast. I was on vacation. I kind of just left things the way they were. I kind of like, again, I trusted the contractor to do things, but when we got back, everything was just all installed. And that's when I finally said, that's the last straw. It's not gonna happen. So if you hear some kind of violin going on, sorry, my daughter is practicing her violin. But let me show you all the mistakes that have happened since they got this started. Our plan was to have a walk-in closet, the bathroom on the left. You can see now, so we bought these two windows. These are custom windows, the closet and one for the bathroom. They're both identical. Windows prices are very expensive, and that's what makes me so mad too, is because fit for the room itself, it doesn't look great. But you can see that the texturing is not great. Just right there, you can see the creases. I don't really mind those creases because I'm going to be doing a whole shelving, and this is where we're going to put all our clothes, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing that in the future. So that's going to get covered anyways. It's fine. This wall is they did a pretty good job on this wall. They covered everything. Floorings here is going to get redone. We walk through here. The door has already been cut out. Added new vents to go here for that side and for the inside of this bathroom as well. One thing that they did mess up too is this sliding door. See how it doesn't close all the way because the tiling comes out too much right there. So that's another thing I gotta fix. That is super thick, but just probably takes a little bit of grinding to fix that, and it should be fine. So here's where do we start? There's just so many things. The tiling is fine. Put a little soffit right there. There was a space there that we didn't want to touch, so they put a little soffit, which is fine for me. The tiling job is, it went by really well. And I mean, I showed you, they put those little spacers between the tiling. You got some wiring exposed right there. If you look right here, we definitely need to put a box extender for these outlets because they are sunken about 1.5 inches deep. They took out the vanity and they placed it out here already. Maybe they were just trying to, align everything up. The plumbing is ready to go at the back. But if you look right here, this is where the shower is gonna be. They put a little niche. It's okay right here. They were just trying to go with the tiling pattern, which is fine. This is good. I like the niche. They had the Schluter edge on the edges right here to make it nice and clean. We're going with a black and white theme, so that's why our hardware, everything, it's gonna be black. But if you look on the flooring right here, this is one of the biggest mistakes that what happened was, if you look right there, the gap, you see the gap here is not, it's thicker here, thinner here, thick, it just didn't match. But the rest of the flooring, if you look over there and I take this out, everything's pretty nice and spaced. I'm guessing that this is why it's not even, it's because they were trying to slant it to go to this linear drain. Now this is one of the biggest mistakes that happened, was this linear drain. This linear drain is just, they just cut it out and they put this linear drain right there without even having anything to go over it. If you look right there, there is a lip. This linear drain is above about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch high from the tile. So if you, the water, so this is actually angled down. So if you take a level, it's actually sloping down to this linear drain. But at the same time, you have a lip, so you're going to have a bunch of water pooling here. And I don't know exactly what they were thinking, if they were going to go and caulk this or put some grout over it. But this is not the right way to do it. The linear drain should have a lip, and that lip should be underneath the tile with all the waterproofing and whatnot. This should have been done before they put the tile. But what they did was they cut the tile. They cut the tile so that they can put this over. So now you have this gap all around the linear drain. That's just, what are we gonna do? This is definitely not the right way to do it. So they cut the tile right here so they can put all the slants and whatnot, comes underneath the tub. This is just something to cover it because we do have air from the crawl space coming up, and I don't want bugs coming up there or whatnot. But you see where they cut the tile so that they can make all that water shed effect go onto that linear drain. They installed the tub already, and they put the drain, but this has to come out because I have to slowly chip away or take away the tile so that I can replace that tile. Because what I just decided to do, I'm just gonna put a shower pan with glass right here. I'm not gonna be worrying about this anymore. I'm just gonna put the shower pan and just put the tile against that shower pan to make this job easier, because having to put another linear drain around here is going to be a lot more work. I'm trying to salvage what I can do to do this, but yeah, that's the fix that I'm going with that route. This other one right here, I don't know what happened, but they stopped the tile about 3 inches away from the edge of the window. I don't get it. Why didn't they just continue the tile? They cut around it. I don't know if they were trying to put a framing around this window, but if it was me that was going to do it, I would have just kept going, flushed it, put the Schluter edge like this, right there. It would be a lot cleaner, and that should have been nice all the way around. At least would have been tiled. But instead they stopped. That I do not get. So that one I have to fix. I'm gonna have to cut this tile, replace it, regrout it, re-waterproof it. It's already hooked up to the water. Right here, the ceiling, there's just, I wish that they sanded this, resurfaced the ceiling instead of just putting new stuff over the old stuff. There's some electrical that, again, sunken in. You got a cover right there. This needs to come out and at least get covered. Look at this light switch. Look at that. It's not even aligned. And there's still a gap right there. So that's bad. And if you look behind this tub, there's an electrical cover right there. So that's one thing that I am very sketchy about, because you're on the tub, you're gonna be, I'm gonna have my kids playing in the water right there, and they're gonna go splash. What if water goes there? That cover is not gonna protect it from water because it will seep through there. So without you having to caulk around there or whatnot, that's gonna get wet, could cause a shock hazard. And that's just a huge safety issue. So that's gonna get fixed for sure before we hook up the tub. At this point, the inconsistency of the tile gaps starts and stops from here to there. So this has to be cut out. I'm going to be taking all this, which I'll be showing you how to replace tile. I'm going to have to re-waterproof everything before we start putting everything and get everything plumbed up on the drainage underneath. And yeah, that's just going to be the status of this, what's going on. So overall, after everything's done, everything is so close to being done except for these little things that just needs to get fixed. So that's what's going on with that. So there you have it, friends. That's the status of what's going on with our master bathroom / walk-in closet, and what we're going to be fixing, what I'm going to be showing you how to fix. So these are the things that I want you to be aware of when hiring somebody to do the work for you. Make sure you're always there looking and checking consistently of what the work progress is. Fortunately, we did not do that. We put trust on these contractors to do them while we were away on other things, other projects doing. We got so busy with that we got lost track of what was going on with this project. I'm not going to mention the contractors who did this job. I'm going to keep them private, but I did find them on Google. If you go to their website, it's a pretty legit website. But one thing that we did was it says on their website it's 5-star on Yelp, but if you click on that link, it just doesn't work. So again, a mistake on our part. Didn't do enough research, didn't do enough, we kind of just rushed it. I want you to go and do your research first before hiring any of the contractors before they start the job. And again, make sure that you don't pay them in full. We only pay them in half because per the contract, I'm going to provide the material, I'm going to pay half and pay the rest when everything's done. Do not pay your contractor in full, because anytime they could bounce on out and it's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a lawsuit, and you're going to have to go to court and do that, and you're going to lose time. So make sure you read the fine print on the contract. make sure you agree and make sure everything's dotted, everything's good, and you should be fine. So these are the things that I want you to learn and learn from my mistakes, and hopefully that your renovation jobs, or if you hire somebody, will go well. Again, friends, thank you so much for the love and support. So again, friends, I'm kind of excited to show you how I'm going to be fixing these mistakes, because it's going to be more content for the channel, of course. But again, I wish it didn't happen, but again, it's fun. So because we're going to go and I'm going to be showing you hands-on how I'm going to fix these. So again, friends, this is just a short video. This is our first home that we're renovating. If you're interested on our brand new dream home build, I'm gonna be posting on that soon, but I'll be leaving you these videos right here if you're interested in watching the progress of that video. Thank you so much for the love and support. Please hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.